Good afternoon all, welcome back to my channel, Itsuchi here. I have a few updates for you, as I'm sure you can tell by the video title. Yeah, we've completed our first character. Let's jump in. Just gonna practice as usual, easier to showcase things here. I'm gonna do team battle so I can show multiple characters at the same time. Sure, why not? And we'll just use PTS Naruto because sure. Oh my god, I've been working on this for so long. I finally got back, stopped goofing off and got into animations. And I remembered why I hated them so much. They're just so time-consuming, and all the bug fixing when you add a new move or a new concept. So I've added in a few new things. PTS Naruto's moveset is now 100% done. Just to clarify on that, because I know a lot of you forgot, when I say moveset, I'm talking about base moveset. We're not talking about Jutsu. Jutsu is a whole nother topic. I'll explain that towards the end of the video. I'm talking about his base moves, meaning if you put an A or B combo or Y, all of those moves, he is 100% done. Most notably, the move that was missing, that was just blatantly missing, was his RB. Just that's a complex animation, and I dreaded making it, but it wasn't so bad after I actually did it. But yeah, his RB is now officially in the game. And yes, you can do frame 1 RB by, yeah, I love frame 1 RBs, or dash attacks. It's by if you press the trigger button, forward, and then your input at the same time, like within one frame, you can do what I call frame 1 action. So you can do a frame 1 dash jump by doing that, by doing the shoulder button followed by forward, and then the up button, and then if you combine that with, of course, a directional input, you can do frame 1 dash attacks. It doesn't work when you're standing directly next to the player, because you need some theoretical level of momentum to execute a dashing attack, and you can't get momentum while touching someone for obvious reasons, but any amount of distance you're able to execute these frame 1 attacks. But anyway, Naruto's frame 1, Naruto's RB is in the game. I also fixed a few bugs. For example, fixed a few bugs, but more, by fixed bugs, I mean there was this attack specifically. Let's see, which one was it? I think it's this. That one, actually in the current demo, if you were to try this now in the public demo, this move would make Naruto go underneath him for some reason. I don't know how I missed that. Every other like normal 6B obviously wouldn't do that, but if you like link it in the middle of a combo, like this one, you would just go under the character for some reason in the last public demo release. So I finally fixed that. Without affecting regular 6A. I also changed his moveset slightly to match G&T Super a little bit more. Specifically this move, actually that. So 6AA. I noticed I was playing the most recent demo of Super recently, and I noticed that you could spawn a clone by doing 6AA, and this works for all variants of the move as well. I also went on and finished filling in his moveset, and I'm going to try to do this for all characters. By filling in the moveset, what I mean is it doesn't really matter what button you push. If you push a button, unless the attack doesn't support a continuing link, it's going to link to something. So, for example, if you do BA, it's going to switch from regular attack into his dash A attack. So that's what'll start, and all of its combos, of course, with that. If you do BBA, that's not an action in the original Clash Ninja or Super. But I just have it linked to his 6A, because why not? I mean, it links perfectly. I don't know why they left these kind of blank canvas moves where, like, it doesn't link to anything. And, of course, all the variations. Because why not? Just gives you options. Combos on combos on combos on combos. So I just filled it in. Yeah, that's BBBA. BBBBA. It just doesn't stop. It just keeps going continuously. Obviously the regular BB, yeah, all of them. They're all here, because why not? And of course, all of these work with Y combos as well. I also added in this. So obviously, you know, if you do regular 2A, you'll summon a Shadow Clone, and if you hold, you'll do yourself. Super can't do that. No, not a Clash Ninja game can. That's something unique to mine. In Clash Ninja 1, Naruto only went underground, and then in Clash Ninja 2, he always sent a Shadow Clone unless he's in QB mode. Then QB mode would go underground, and then Super just removed it completely. I'm not going to remove it, and you'll see why whenever I get to Super, when I get to QB Naruto. I won't showcase QB Naruto in this video because I haven't done his moveset yet. This is just for base Naruto. But what I added was, when you use yourself, I programmed in the function to now be able to link throws with combos. Not every combo will do this, and currently this is the only combo that lets you link a throw. But basically, I'm treating the throw button more as a combat button in my game. Obviously giving you new features like having taunt before Y always, normalizing the special throw for all characters. Now that we, Revolution 3 obviously did that, but obviously it was missing a lot of characters, so for pre-time skip characters, giving them special character-specific throws. So Naruto's character-specific throw is Harem Jutsu, and of course we all know he has the air throw. And that can now be linked here. Yeah. You can link the air throw. Pretty much anytime. Pretty wide open window. They can, of course, still substitute. If they substitute, you obviously won't be able to throw them in. Same thing if they press a button at the same time that you're throwing them, it'll cancel the throw. So that still applies. But yeah, basically, not basically, literally PTS Naruto is done. He doesn't have any. The only known bug isn't a PTS Naruto thing; it's a collision thing. But I gotta, I notice sometimes if I do the down A, he'll just stand, like he'll get, not stuck, but the momentum won't work. He'll just kind of, the momentum will just stop for some reason. It's extremely random. Oh, that's also a thing with the stage. I think it's a collision bug with these test stages. As you saw, I also just got stuck somewhere in this middle. Anyway, I'll fix it at some point. I keep forgetting how to, yeah, it's a whole thing. There's a collision thing. It doesn't have anything to do with his moveset, but you may have seen it. I think it happened earlier with the Shadow Clone. Like the Shadow Clone just kind of stood there at the bottom of the stage instead of shooting up. That is a collision thing with these test stages. Basically, there's invisible collision for the stage. It includes the walls and the ground, and and then there's the actual environment collision, which is for if you're in free roam. I keep forgetting I need to disable the free roam collision when stages, otherwise you can get kind of stuck in this in-between layer between the stage collision for the free roam and then the battle collision for 2D battles. So anyway, that's just why, if you may have saw that, that's the only bug. It's extremely rare that you get stuck in there. I don't even know what causes it. As you see, I can't replicate it, but I do know that's what causes it. But yeah, just in case you saw that earlier and you're like, Matt, I saw a weird thing happen, that's a stage bug, not a move, a Shadow Clone or Naruto bug. So Naruto, PTS Naruto's moveset is done. I do have one more surprise thing to show you guys. I said earlier I didn't do QB Naruto, and I haven't, but I did do a special throw for QB Naruto, I should have said, because why not? And that's his special throw is, I don't know what this move is actually called. I'm just calling it Jackhammer. So I've given him Jackhammer as a special throw. You can use it from the ground, just like Pile Driver, and then you just kind of grab them. So basically the animation, you grab their legs, kind of like in the original show when Naruto came underwater and grabbed Sasuke's legs first, pulled him underwater, and then brought him up. It's that concept. So you grab their legs and then throw them into the air, and then obviously spin them down. And of course, it has the air variant as well, just like in Revolution 3. So yeah, that works. It also works for OTK. Furthermore, obviously I selected these characters for a reason. So Naruto's peculiar. I love like mixing and matching options just to give you things. Obviously I haven't done his moveset, like it's just very loose. But his down special is still going to be Harem Jutsu, just like PTS Naruto. And PTS Naruto's air throw will still be a regular air throw because it's always been that. It'd be weird to all of a sudden not have his standard air throw in there. But for Shippuden Naruto, as of Revolution 3, he gets the jackhammer as his air throw. So he gets 2 special throws, his down throw being Harem Jutsu, and his up throw being jackhammer, or air throw being jackhammer. And of course, if you go into OTK, then both of his throws are the jackhammer. Again, if you guys know what this is officially called, let me know and I'll change it. But I'm just calling it jackhammer for now to reference it. Obviously, Pile Driver has a name. I don't know what this move is called, so I'm just calling it jackhammer. Yay! So yeah, this works in the game. Oh, and I guess Naruto, let me revert. Naruto, I did add in this move for Naruto. Not that Naruto, this Naruto. Where he can send a Shadow Clone underground or himself, so that means you can do this move. Just like in Revolution 2, except for instead of doing down AA, it's down A throw. Down AA does nothing. I could add like a kunai throw, but I feel like that's overkill for this move, so I'll just do it linkable to a throw. Because it kind of, yeah. Yay! Anyway, that was the surprise. That was a complex animation. I found a bug. Oh, there was the collision glitch. So yeah, that's just to do it the stage, not the actual move. Anyway, this move was so hard. I mean, the animation was fine. It's a linked animation. During animation, it took like 2 hours, whatever, 2-3 hours, like they normally do. But getting it to work right, oh my gosh, so many bugs. Well, really more like one bug that was extremely hard to get out, but I figured it out. And I gave basically this Naruto, the Wind Style Adult, the one who can go KCM, that version of Naruto, he also gets both versions of Jackhammer because he doesn't really use Sexy Jutsu anymore. I mean, he used it kind of. Maybe I'll add in the reverse Harem Jutsu to this variant and then give him that. But for now, he will use the Jackhammer. Yeah, for that one. And Sage Naruto, he just, yeah, he doesn't, he's going to get obviously the super hard throw, like heavy characters, the heavy throw. So whenever I get to a character that gets a heavy, Zabuza, when I get to Zabuza and add that in, then I'll give that to Sage Naruto because he's super strong, so that'll be that. But regular Naruto will, yeah, use Jackhammer. Yay! Anyway, that's the update. PTS Naruto's done. All his movesets are done. I will briefly touch on, I'll let a battle happen while I speak. I will briefly touch on the future for Jutsu because, again, I feel like maybe some people don't know or just forgot how I'm handling Jutsu. Yeah, we can fight in the valley. Just to give it something to do in the background while I chat. So, when it comes to Jutsu, please remember this is a light RPG. Jutsu are not gonna, like, it would not make any sense for me in Season 1 adding in Naruto's Vermilion Rasengan and OTK. That's not introduced until Season 4. So it's gonna really drag down time if I'm trying to 100% every single character, especially when they don't even get half the. It'd be weird. I always thought it was weird in Clash Ninja 1, covering only the Land of Waves arc, to have Naruto and Sasuke using Uzumaki Barrage and Lion's Barrage. That was weird. So the Jutsu, this is a light RPG, meaning Naruto will not be able to use the Jutsu until he learns it in story mode. In case you guys didn't watch the show, the first time Naruto uses a Jutsu, with the exception of Shadow Clone Jutsu and Sexy Jutsu, is the Chunin exams during his fight against Kiba, when he uses Uzumaki Barrage for the first time. So Naruto will not have cinematic Jutsu in Season 1. Why did the frame rate drop? See, that just happens randomly for some reasons, and I do not know why it drops. Anyway, for those of you that are like, well, that's weird, jutsu are everything, that's actually not true at all, especially for Clash Ninja. Clash Ninja has always been a taijutsu heavy game. Most battles that I played in the original Clash Ninja series, a jutsu doesn't even show up. If you watch any Gekitou Ninja Taisen Super video, you will rarely see anyone ever use jutsu. That's because in the traditional Clash Ninja games, especially Clash Ninja 1 and 2, you only had one cinematic jutsu, and that cinematic jutsu required 100% chakra, and you had to land that after that, and you get one try. The chakra's gone whether you land it or not. Plus, your substitutions take 75% chakra, so if you're using substitutions, you're probably not going to even really end up in a situation where you would have enough chakra to use a special. And if you did, you'd have to make the choice, do I try to use the special or do I save my chakra for a substitution? So a lot of people opt, especially in competitive play, they opt to save it for a substitution, or they try to use the jutsu and they miss. So a lot of those battles went without ever even using jutsu. So I think Clash Ninja can absolutely, characters can still remain viable even in the early seasons without all of their jutsu or any cinematic jutsu at hand, because their basics are just so good. Again, the same thing for characters that have their jutsu in Season 1, like Kakashi will get a jutsu in Season 1, he gets Lightning Blade. Who else? Zabuza and Haku, they get their jutsu in Season 1. So there will be characters with jutsu in Season 1. But again, does that mean every single character is going to have a jutsu at the beginning of the show? No. When they're introduced, no. When they use it in the story mode, that's when they'll unlock it in Versus mode. And that also serves as your incentive to play story mode. The things you unlock in story mode are the things you get to use in Versus. So yeah. PTS Naruto is basically done because none of the cinematic jutsu that I'm planning for him show up in Season 1. I'll get to those later. He'll get a cinematic jutsu as of Season 2. This is really only the case for Season 1. Because this is the beginning of the show, and we're starting at the graduation arc, meaning all of these kids, all of the rookie 9 that show up in Season 1, they don't use jutsu until the Chunin exams arc, which is Season 2, but that's the good news for Season 2. Season 2 will come with a plethora of jutsu, and this is really one of the few, it could be potentially the only time that a character will be introduced and can't use any cinematic jutsu on at its start. But this is lore accurate, that's how it works in the show, Naruto. If you can't use jutsu, you can't use jutsu, but I think characters are still viable regardless of how many jutsu they have. Case in point is Kakashi, again. Even though Kakashi had a cinematic jutsu, Lightning Blade is the hardest jutsu to land. Even if you execute it, landing it, it's so hard to land it, so most people don't even use it. Does that mean Kakashi is unbalanced? Not really, you can still use Kakashi in Clash of the One and have a good time. So that's the point. Again, Clash has a strong combat system, and that's the majority of the game. Anyway, Sasuke's won. Don't expect any jutsu for Naruto in Season 1 specifically. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, Choji, Shikamaru, Ino, Hinata, Kiba, and Shino will not have any jutsu in Season 1 because they didn't use any jutsu in the entirety of Season 1 of the show, / manga, but you expect those characters to all get jutsu in Season 2 because they all fight in Season 2. But PTS Naruto, as of right now, is done. My next goal is to jump onto Kyuubi Naruto, which is the character that just lost. Go ahead and get his moves in the game. I'm debating if he gets a jutsu. The jutsu I've planned for him, I'm getting rid of that Berserk that he did in real time. No one's getting a real time as a cinematic. I'm converting that to a cinematic, and I'm using a specific reference from the show, which doesn't happen until Season 4. But he kind of references that kind of Berserk against Haku. So I may just go ahead and add it in to the Haku fight, because why not? Debating. But it would be kind of weird to let Naruto access a cinematic jutsu and then Sasuke can't. So I may just let them get their jutsu at the same time. Undecided. I'm leaning towards the latter of not including the new Berserk in this because it's based off of what he does in Season 4. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching and have a great day / night depending on where you are in the world. Cheers.